Well, hello again, viewers. You join us at a simply ungodly hour at a simply rude temperature. It was about -25 this day, as we are about to set off for far sunnier, far warmer climates via Hawaii on our way to our eventual destination on the east coast of Australia. We wore our helmets to avoid the baggage handlers destroying them as they did in the past. Thought this would raise some eyebrows, but apparently that is far from the weirdest thing people at an airport have seen. So this is how you travel like a cheapskate. We have been to a breakfast shack to get some hot water, and Evie has prepared delicious Thai curry rice, like you see right there, and in these kind of homemade dehydrated packs. And so yeah, we're making lunch, soak it for a bit, and you don't have to pay the exorbitant airport prices. Here we observe the tourist in the wild, holding up their phone to a shot of something that's been shot 1,000,000 times before. Because I'm a foolish boy, I am not content with a relatively level and easy-going hike for our first hike in Hawaii. I want to go up there, because of course I do, because we're not sweaty enough yet. They emptied the dumpsters at like 3 in the morning or something, which was super fun. And yeah, it was less than restful. So last night was an absolute blessing. And yeah, it's gorgeous here. It's the rainy part of the island, as you can probably tell by my surroundings, which are pretty lush and quite gorgeous. You know, lacking better terms for it. So over my shoulder you can see where we're going. All of our Hawaii excursions thus far seem to be looking at a hill and going, let's go to the top of that. So today's no exception. We're going to the top of the stairs, the name of which I'm gonna have to add in the edit, because yeah, I've just seen them known as like death stairs or something, and I'm sure I'm going to regret this, you know, maybe a third of the way or halfway up, because it's quite warm today. But you know, nothing ventured, regrets not had, I suppose. Well, here we are at the top of the death stairs, or whatever they're called, and this is totally how we were breathing. We didn't take 5 minutes to stop wheezing and dying. No. This is because we're top form athletes despite not doing anything at home. And yeah, here's the view from the top.
cross fading off, and on that instant.
And besides me is the man who made me feel silly on the way up by dancing. Having a dance party up the stairs.
Hey, it's something about your mind getting distracted.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like your brain, and since I have like ADHD, so I use that to my advantage. Like I'm distracted. So since I'm distracted, I'm not thinking about it.
Yeah,
if I was just like no music, anything, I'm gonna be like, fuck, I'm thinking about it, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So this feels like a proper jungle walk here, but the kind of absurd thing about it was that at the entrance to the trail, this is joining up with another trail, the sign, you know, it says, to the official trail, but this is an unofficial trail, and they take pains to warn you that it's not maintained, use at your own risk, which seems just like a US liability thing that kind of has popped up more than once since we've been here. Anyway, lovely walk. Ooh.
These are gorgeous.
Ugh. Not good for someone who isn't the most flexible in the world. Yeah. Oh, I can stand up again. We're utilizing the Australian fan palm fronds to the best possible application. This is what I am now, a fanboy. So this flame bottle tree is something peculiar, and that's these gelatinous growths on some of the roots. It's not, there's one here and another over here. Sensitive plants in the wild. Whoa, did you break that one? Oh, the whole thing moves.
Yeah.
Wow. Thus ends the flora section of the video, and thus begins the fauna section. May I present to you the Hawaiian turbo snail. Pay no attention to the people walking very quickly in the background. That's just the speed that people walk. So, Waikiki Beach, and in a land of $28 portobello burgers, this is how we roll. Hey, Ev. Nobody says you can't do it, so yeah. We took in the sunset at Waikiki Beach, headed to the airport, and next thing we knew, we were touching down in Brisbane, Australia. Well, here we are. After 6 years, we're finally at the place where our boat is. Yeah, kind of looks like a pretty workaday place. We thought we would be able to build the boat here, but apparently we're not allowed to work, so it's going across the fence. Yeah, a bit dingier than when we last saw it. So here it is. Spider-Man?
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, that's done. See what sort of sad shape the interior is in. All right, coming in. The audio might be crap, it's quite echoey, but it's bigger than I remembered. I mean, nobody's saying that a 53-foot boat is small, certainly, but yeah, I've just been looking at the pictures for a bunch of years, and it seems smaller than it is in person. But it's a little bit toasty in here. This eventually is going to be the master stateroom. Evie is standing where the bed will be eventually. These big things here, sail lockers. But I think we're planning on adding some more light, some more windows, hatches going in up here. This is going to be my new shop. It's not big compared to my old shop, but it's all right. It's something, and yeah, kind of looking forward to getting started on it. All that remained now was to move the boat over the fence to its new home. But that was going to be a very expensive endeavor indeed. So what do a pair of cheapskates do? Well, we hired a much smaller, much cheaper crane, of course, and then we hand steer it overland, as you may recall from our last video. Join us next time for the next steps in our boat building journey, and thanks very much for watching. If this sort of thing's up your alley, subscribe and hit the bell icon, and the Google gods will surely deliver more such nonsense to your homepage.